Good morning, everybody in YouTube land. I'm usually on YouTube half the day watching shorts, watching videos. There's always something interesting to watch. It's really early here where I am. Gosh, it's only, what is my clock? Oh, 4:23 a.m. I got up, I woke up about 2:45, 3 a.m. I want to sleep, lay down about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., so I've had plenty of sleep. Then I woke up pretty early. I had made my coffee pot the night before, got it ready for in the morning so that I would just push the button and boom, it'd start making itself. I went to pour some and I lifted the lid because the little coffee maker, the lady said, "I don't like this one because it leaks." I said, "Well, if you lift the lid when you pour it shouldn't leak." I lifted the lid and it still leaked on the side. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? And a bunch spilled out onto the little mat that I have the coffee maker on. So I had to I had to clean that up. That was a nuisance. What is today? Today, let me see. I'm looking at my calendar. Today is August 4, Tuesday. Yesterday, I bought the lottery ticket for the Wednesday one in Washington, where I'm living now at my sister's. And gosh, if I could just win so that I could buy a car and a house for my daughter, Miranda, in Philadelphia. But the odds of winning are what? 1,000,000 to 1, right? Extremely small, minute. But then again, you never know. It is basically you're buying a dream. You're buying a chance to daydream what you would do if you won the lottery. It's basically what you're doing. And that's okay. For $1, that's okay. I've been talking a lot on WhatsApp to my grandson in Philadelphia every day, all day long for the last week or so. Yesterday evening, my sister Linda came back from vacation. They had went on driving through Idaho and Wyoming for the last 10 days and having a great time. Now she has to come back to the real world and do all the things that she has to do. Well, she babysits these two little kids, and I help her too. I help watch them. I do vacuuming, cleaning out the sink, washing dishes, cleaning the bathroom, washing out the sink and the bathtub and the toilet and the floor, cleaning out the vacuum cleaner to make sure that after we get done vacuuming, it's emptied and it's cleaned out. And that's a good thing. I know she likes that. That one time it was really super full. About 4 weeks ago when I first got here, I said, "Do you think you could empty this thing?" And then she proceeded to dump it in, open it and dump it in to the garbage can. And oh my God, it was so much dust. I started coughing and sneezing. I had to run outside. I was coughing and sneezing for about an hour. It was horrible. But now it's all cleaned out. And while she's been gone, I've been vacuuming at least every other day and cleaning the vacuum cleaner out, making sure there's no more dust or dirt inside of it. And even cleaning the component, the outside of the canister, the inside of the canister, any dust and debris, whatnot, just so it's clean, because it always works better when it's clean. Of course. I'm looking at my calendar, and I guess on Wednesday at 11 a.m., some lady named Cece will be at the art gallery. There's an art gallery here in town. There's a Main Street coffee shop here in town There's a Rabbit Hole thrift store here in town. They're all nice little businesses, but they do not open on Sunday. They're closed. Then there's Papa Bear's Saloon. I went in there one time and had some French fries and some coffee, and that was nice. They had a jukebox and a nice bartender, and it was a cool place to hang out. I'd probably go there again. Then there's another pub called Buck and Snort, and that's really old one, man. It looks like it's been there since this town began in 1888, a long time ago. Can you imagine that? There's pictures on the bar of people like looking like loggers from the 1800s. And that's very, very interesting. So, hey, you guys, thank you for listening to me. I'm having a great time making this little video. And I was going through my photos and I was going through old videos. I came across some from 2021. When I was working at the club, I was living in my car. My roommate, boyfriend, old man that I had been living with in 2018, he died. And then I couldn't stay there and pay the rent. See, I had to move out, but I couldn't find a place for rent. And my income is low to where I have to be on even food stamps. And even at that, there's never enough. So I had to leave, and I was living in my car for 5 years even. Anyway, I came across these videos where the club was my second home besides my car. So that was a good thing at that time for me. I suppose it was God watching out for me. And I would be dancing, and getting tips and sometimes do private dances, etc. and stuff like that. And then I would park across the street at the Johnson Creek Stormwater Management Park and put a curtain in my window and go to sleep early. Get up, drive to McDonald's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., get my coffee, drive around a little bit, and pull into the club. They open at 10 a.m., and I would go to work every day. Shoot, I started doing that from 2019 to clear on up to 2021, late 2021, early 2022. The owner, Pat, he died. I had been working there, and he passed away and died, and the club got sold. I stayed with my friend Wendy for a while, but I didn't stay there for a long time. I finally went to go stay with my mom for a while. Then I came back to Portland and parked under the tree in front of my sister Lola's house, where I had parked for a couple years in Portland, Oregon. So I went back to do that. And some days it was just sitting in the car all day long. That's all I did. Sit in the car, look at YouTube, look at things on my phone, listen to James Lloyd Bible studies. And that was all I had to do. And I'd go to McDonald's and get some coffee. I'd stop at the store and buy something to eat, a pre-made sandwich or a snack and stuff like that. And but now my income is still small. Please pray for my daughter Miranda. She's got to find a good job. She's got to have her get a home of her own. She's staying at her mother-in-law's place. She got a nice room. It's big. She's got her son with her, of course, River. He's 6 years old, and we've been doing WhatsApp all day long. It's really fun. And thank you guys for listening to me. I wish you a wonderful day, and may the Lord bless you, make his face shine upon you, and give you peace this day. Amen.